To understand the 1994 nickel, we need to take a quick look back. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the legendary Buffalo nickel. A German-American sculptor named Felix Schlag won a national contest to design the new coin. His winning entry featured a left-facing portrait of President Thomas Jefferson's. On the reverse, his Virginia home, Monticello. This basic design stayed on the nickel for 66 uninterrupted years, from 1938 until 2004. So the 1994 nickel falls right in the late stage of this long-running design era. Before we zoom in on the coin itself, let's rewind to 1994. This was a big year in American pop culture and world history. 94 was the age of early Windows computers, VHS tapes, iPhones on every corner, gas prices under $1.20, the rising popularity of cable TV, and classic movies like Forrest Gump and The Lion King debuting in theaters. The U.S. economy was stable. The mint was producing billions of circulating coins, and everyday Americans relied heavily on nickels for vending machines, arcade games, and bus fares. The 1994 nickel was struck at two main U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia Mint, no mintmark; Denver Mint, D mintmark. Combined, over 1 billion nickels were minted in 1994. This makes it a common circulation coin, not rare, but definitely part of the historical record. Here's the general minting process. Blanks are punched from copper nickel sheets. Blanks are cleaned and prepared, called planchets. High-pressure coining presses strike the design onto both sides. The finished coin is inspected and transported out into circulation. The 1994 nickel is made of the classic Jefferson nickel metal blend. 70% copper, 25% nickel. This alloy gives it a hard, silvery tone and protects it from corrosion. The weight is 5 grams with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, a size and feel that's been consistent for generations. Let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse, you'll see the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson facing left. You'll also see these inscriptions: "In God We Trust," "Liberty," the year 1994, and a small mint mark if it was made in Denver. Flip the coin over and you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's home, a neoclassical building he designed himself, one of the most recognizable buildings in American history. The reverse also includes E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, the denomination 5 cents, and the building name Monticello. This design remained untouched for decades, becoming a true American staple. So if your 1994 nickel looks worn, that's completely normal. It lived a long, busy life in the pockets and hands of millions. Now the question you're probably wondering, is the 1994 nickel valuable today? For circulated coins, it's worth 5 cents. But for collectors, quality matters. Uncirculated nickels, especially those graded, MS65 or higher, can sell for more. High-grade business strikes can reach a few dollars. Full steps, FS varieties with perfect Monticello steps on the reverse can sell for even more due to rarity. Proof nickels from 1994, minted in San Francisco with an S. Mint mark, have a mirror finish and are more valuable. So while not a rare coin, certain premium examples do interest collectors. As with many modern coins, some 1994 nickels have errors. These can make the coin much more valuable. Collectors look for off-center strikes, double die obverse DDO, decrex, broken planchets, repunched mint marks, unusual metal defects. Any of these could raise your coin's value significantly, depending on severity. Even though it's common, the 1994 nickel is part of a long American legacy. It represents decades of mint craftsmanship, consistency in American currency, everyday life in the 1990s, and a design that remained beloved for generations. It's a piece of history that most people overlook, but collectors know its value. So there you have it, the full story of the 1994 US 5-cent coin, from its origins in 1938, all the way through its role in the 1990s. This nickel continues to be a classic part of American money,